Hello, hello, friends. It's Grace here. It's Watts of Love Wednesday in September 2023. Welcome to the Comfy Nest with Grace. My name is Grace. I live up here in North Dakota and I love to do crafty things and I love to share them with you. So I hope if you come on in to this broadcast, whether you're here live or part of the video recording, that you'll say hello. I am broadcasting both to YouTube and Facebook at the same time to grab both sets of friends and family who love to hang out here with me as I create. Hello, Miss Missy. So I just realized that I wrote down who the winner is for the shout out prize, and I know who it is in my head, but I left it in my office. I did all my prep work and I wrote it down, so I'm just going to make an announcement. I usually have it written down on paper, but I already announced it in the VIP Craft Club for Chakator. Those of you who make donations to Watts of Love during the month, your name goes in a random drawing to win a Happy Mail package from me of Chakator goodies. So to all of you who did donate in August, thank you, thank you. Hi, Darla, how are you? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Missy. Hello, Miss Debbie. So I guess I can write it down. I like to have the visual, but really my intention was I would have this. I had it all written down already. I just forgot the paper in my office. So sorry about that. How are you guys? I'm going to create a junk journal today. We're going to create a junk journal and I'm going to chalk in it. So it's going to be kind of a chalk journal. So if you want to hang out with me while I do that, that would be awesome. So the August shout out prize winner. I already did this drawing. I did a pre-recorded video and put it in the VIP Craft Club. That's my free craft community for Chakator fans. I already did this. I have been doing this for a couple of years where anybody who donates to the nonprofit Watts of Love through my chalk site, either by bidding on, I'm going to create something today, that item will be auctioned off for a donation to Watts of Love. So I donate the item that I'm making, and I ask for somebody else to make a donation straight to Watts of Love, and together we're making a difference and bringing light to people who live in darkness. So of all of last month's donors, the winner of the August shout out prize, I do a random drawing and I just pull a name from those who donated. And actually, Susan is the winner. She donated 3 times last month to Watts of Love. So Susan McMichael, you had a few chances to win again, and you are always such a generous heart in giving when you round up your order to Watts of Love. So Susan McMichael was the winner. That had already been announced this morning. I'm just letting everybody here know that. So thank you to all of you who make donations to Watts of Love. Denise says, I just got my grandson down for a nap. Oh, yay. Well, I'm so glad you made it. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for blessing the nest. Thanks for doing that. Mary, hello. Sherry, welcome, welcome. All right, so here's what we're working on today. Susan, congratulations. You're the winner of last month's shout out prize. My plan today is to create a junk journal, and then I'm going to use these sweet little transfers to decorate it. They're all fall themed. So I picked out some fall papers. Let's see, I gotta work with limited space here, so it's a little challenging. I picked out some fall papers for the outside and inside cover of this journal. It's going to be somewhat square. It's going to be a little different in the fact that it's a paper bag. This is junk journaling, girls. It's a paper bag. I've already sewn around the edges to keep it nice and together. I left this one spot open so that we would have the option, if we wanted to make that into a pocket. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think it's going to be a pocket. I think the way I'm going to construct this, that won't be a pocket. Same here. Constructed it so that this, which would be the bottom gusset of the bag, could be a tuck spot, but we're not going to use it that way. We are going to make it, the front cover is going to be a little shorter, just for visual interest, than the back cover. And we're going to load it up with some papers from one of the junk journal bundles that I sell in the shop. I know. Congratulations to Susan, right? Way to go, Susan. So fun. I love doing prizes, you guys. I just love them. Okay. I've already cut and prepped these to size. Now, this side is a different size than this side because I wanted this to be shorter in the front and longer in the back. So My papers had to be cut real precisely to size according to this. These are going to go on the inside. And actually, do I want to go that way with it? That one's rather square, so I could do this like that. Those are going to go on the inside. These will be the outside front and back cover. I have not been using my glue gun, but the other day, what was I doing the other day that I had this out? And I used it in my, it's really, I don't usually use it. I usually use liquid glue. But I had this out the other day and I used it and it was fast and easy. So I thought, you know what? It's right here still. I haven't put it away. So let's just use it again to secure in this cardstock paper. It does not work well to work on paper projects with hot glue and thin paper. But this is not thin paper. This is a paper bag that's got multiple layers sewn together. And this is cardstock. So I'm going to use that to secure this in place. Hey, Mary. Hey, Gia. Welcome, welcome. Janice, that's a funny way to say it. She said, happy anniversary. Your marriage is almost the legal drinking age. Never thought about it that way. We are celebrating 20 years of marriage today, which is what a blessing, right? What a blessing. I'm not going to say it's all been easy, but it's been great. It's been great. Like I said in my post earlier, I shared a picture of us on the altar at the wedding. Such a special wedding for me because we went back to Massachusetts in my home parish. I want this on the bottom. We got married in my home parish where I was baptized, confirmed, and now married. So that was really special to me to be able to do that there with all my closest friends and family there. But I had posted this I found a beautiful quote about marriage and posted it with our photo. And I said, happy 20th anniversary to my husband. Now, I was not thinking of it as in terms of legal drinking age. That's a very interesting way to think about it, Miss Janice. Now, Janice just celebrated her anniversary. Janice, what anniversary were you celebrating with your husband, though? She just went on a trip to celebrate her anniversary with her husband. Okay, so see, this is what I wanted. I wanted this to be a little different here. I think that's pretty cool. And I pulled out some washi tape because I was thinking it would be really fun to fortify maybe these seams. So on the outside, I think I'm going to fortify it before I put these panels down so that it's a little bit hidden. Okay. And this is a brown floral with some gold foil. So I think that's pretty special. Yes, it was not a random. That is my husband and me at the church where I grew up. That's St. Rose of Lemur Parish in Chelsea, Massachusetts, where I grew up. Yeah, so that was not random, my friend. That is really our wedding photo. Well, one of the photos from our wedding. Yeah, that was for reals. Okay, now I already waxed these panels. I can decide. This one can go either way, really, because it's just about square. And this paper is really fun because it looks like it has stitches on it, which I think is really cool. And we're going to end up chalking over these panels some pretty things. And like I said, I've waxed these already so that I can chalk on them easily. And then we're going to build the inside of this book. I'm trying to push it down with the nozzle so that I don't like to see beads. It will be easier to not see beads because it's cardstock. We got cardstock and we have, which is thicker. So it's easier to not see those beads of glue. Okay. Know what it's doing though, you stinker, is the hot glue is leaving. You can hardly see, you can't see it from where you are, but the hot glue is leaving a little, can you see that right there? Looks like a star. It's leaving a little mark. It's really holding it together beautifully though. All right, on this one, let's go with a regular glue because I don't want to leave those marks. Let's just do the regular. This will take longer to dry, a lot longer, but that's okay. As long as it stays together, that's the important thing. And sometimes when I'm working with books. So that glue, obviously, it's really wet. It takes a long time to set. It'll stay wet for a long time. I'm going to come in with some of my glue stick and put it in the places where that wet glue is not. I'm kind of going in between the wet glue and maybe hit the edges a little bit. We're doubling it up on the glue on this one. You've been married for 40 years. We're quite a ways from legal drinking age. Next year, tell Chris you guys have to really whoop it up. Unfortunately, the thing of the matter is that we, now which way did I put this one? So we're going to go this way with this. We got married in the busiest season for my husband's work. The fall is like, fall and spring are the toughest seasons for him since we own a landscaping company. So I'm wiping that down again because it's newly waxed. So the wax isn't quite cured on there. It will be. I mean, it will be. It just has to sit overnight, but it's not right now. I waxed it about an hour ago. So I can keep buffing it. It'll make it, you know, nice and smooth and shiny. So far, pretty cover for a book. Okay, then we're going to make the insides. And I pulled a bunch of papers. I'll put this aside for a minute. All of these papers are from one of the junk journal bundles that I've sold in the shop. And this one in particular had really large papers. And look at this. This is jelly print paper with some, it has some shimmer in it, which is gorgeous. But the colors are just perfect for fall and really match well with this. And then we're going to grab some other papers. Now these are, we have some papers that are from book pages. And this one actually has that on the other side. And then I have some plain ones that, you know, you could write on if you wanted writing space. So these two for sure are going to go into the book. So let's get these sized up the way we want them for fitting into this book so that we can get this signature together. I have one small signature in it. Thanks for the anniversary wishes, you guys. Yeah, it did. It did a little bit, Denise, but it's all good. It's all good. It's sticking on really nicely. You guys are sweet to be wishing us happy anniversary. Okay, I think it was 4.5 inches tall was what we wanted to do. And let me see here. I'm going to check with my holes. We're going to go not quite 4.5. My eyes are having trouble seeing this, girls. That's the honest of it. It's 4 and let's go 6/8. 4 6/8. So I'm going to mark this on both sides at 4 6/8. So I know where my rip spots needs to be. There's 4, 5, 6/8 would be there. I'm concentrating, girls, on marking things. So I'm going to tear it there where I have my 2 marks at 4 6/8. Oh, I like the metal one better for tearing. That one's too tall. The metal one is like almost as flat as the table. It's hardly noticeable. It just makes for a nice sharp cut. Okay. Now, I hope my head's not getting in the way of the camera. I'm kind of bending over so I can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, that'll fit perfectly in there. Okay, we have 1. It's a junk journal. These are coffee stained papers. Nothing goes to waste. But let's do 2 more that size. And is this, yeah, I could do, maybe I could get 3. We'll see. I can for sure get 2 out of here. And I think this is just about the same height this way. So this will work out well. I'm lining it up so I can get another cut line without having to measure with the ruler, just using it like a template. So we're going to have some really gorgeous distressed papers, coffee stained papers in this book. And those will stay plain so that whoever bids on this book and wins it, you can do whatever you want in the with the pages within. It'd be totally up to you how you want to use them. I'm going to scooch this over just a tish on the top and a tish on the bottom. And now I like to individually fold these to prep them for the signature. I just think you get more accuracy that way. These will all not be next to each other. We're gonna work into the book along with these. These will go in the book, but along with these, we're gonna work into the book some of these other pages. So like, look at this one with the pine cones. This came in one of those kits that I created that I sell, the junk journal bundles. So it's a bundle of a variety of papers of a variety of sizes. And it usually has embellishments as well. And it's just such a great addition to your, trying to see what size. I want this. If I'm going to get rid of this white space here, I'm going to get rid of some of the white space on the bottom as well, because there's a really big margin right there. So I'm going to equally cut it on both sides. So I'm going to fold it in half so I know where my center line is. And then from there, I'll tear these edges. That way I'm making sure I get off the parts that I need to get off. And I'll do one at a time, I think, because it'll just be easier to tear them off that way. Do the top and then we'll do the bottom. They're rather thin little slices of paper here. I could actually, you could use, I don't like my cuts to be like uber perfect, but you could, if you wanted to, come in with like a cutting knife and do it. But I kind of like them a little rugged. So we're going to leave it that way. Then going this way, can you see the margin's a little bigger here than it is here? Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Same thing. So I want to line this up. You know, it would be okay if I just took off that one side. I think it'll be okay. So we're going to line this up together. Actually, let's take this edge so I can see how much of this to take off. Yes, right, Lynn? We're trying to get these to look somewhat sensible. We want them to be somewhat sensible. So we have these three, and then we'll have this to put in the junk journal, which has these fantastic pine cones on the inside, very fall-like, right? We could even put those on an outside-facing page. So that's good. Let's keep going. I have this, and I think this is about a book about Sacagawea. That's how I say it. Lewis and Clark. It is. It's a book about Lewis and Clark. That is from a different book. This is from a book about Lewis and Clark, and it has some really fun, what is supposed to be like their journal entries. So the font is different on those, as you can see. And I think that's fabulous. I think that's so fun. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it in half. So we know our middle point. We use this as our template to know how much of this edge to take off. And it's very thin. The thinner it is, the harder it is to do this ripping, but we're going to try anyway. We're going to give it the good old college try. You want to read the book about Lewis and Clark? I'm sorry, I tore it all apart. It went bits and pieces in the junk journal bundles that I sent out. I'm sure there are more of them in the world. I'm sure of it. Okay, this one, again, let's just check here. Our margins. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to go a little bit tish further that way. And we're going to tear. A lot of fussy cutting in these. And, you know, fussy cutting, I like to tear them, but it's still fussy work because every single page has to be customized to the book. So these books are quite a bit of work. These junk journals that we make. Okay, so now you can see we're going to end up, I like having the map in there. We're going to end up having a combination of plain papers and papers that have something on them to go in this, inside this book. I was also thinking it would be really fun. This is one of the tags that was in this junk journal bundle. And I was thinking it could be fun to have a tag in here, but I think I'm going to fold it so that it's not folded in half. It's going to be folded not in half, but I think I'm going to do like right there maybe. And give it a full, like about right there. I don't know why. I just thought it would be kind of fun to not have it perfectly in half so that part of the tag will sit in one spot. Like let's go here by the map. Let's put half of the tag on one side of the map. And then when you get to the back of the book, you'll have half of the tag there. I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's going to go there. And then I would really like to work in, I think I'll only do one more page, but I think this would be really pretty to have in there. It's plain white on one side though. It's so pretty though. Oh, let's look and see if we have enough variety in here. Coffee stained, book page, coffee stained, tag, book page, coffee stained, and then we started all over again with the other side. I think one more sheet will do us good. I have this other page here. It's actually a double page spread. That could work, but I might just stick with one for the sake of having it be the right. This will work. If I go like right up here, I'm going to tear enough so that all I get is the colored pretty stuff, and I can get rid of this one edge that has a bit of white on it. Like the most of the white. I'm going to get rid of that. And again, I'm not looking for super straight cuts. Otherwise, I would have used a blade or my scissors. I'm going to go like this. We're going to have a little bit of white showing, but it's okay. And then I'll have this for some other time. Look, it has metallics and it has glitters in it, and it's fabulous. Okay. So it matches so well with this side of the book, but we are going to put this in the center, I think. Let's fold it in half, and I may end up taking a little more off. We have a really ragged cut, which is what I wanted, but I may take a little more off. That'll sit in the center. Okay, I think the signature is totally ready. That's enough pages. We still are going to chalk some of these pages. We're going to add these chalk couture elements to them. Now, I've already put holes in my cover. I've already got that done. Although I didn't go through the washi tape. I had done it before I did the washi tape. So I'm going to come through. I can still see the holes on the inside. So I'm going to come through and poke my holes all the way through the washi tape as well. And then the one thing I have to keep in mind is this corner didn't stick. That's one thing to keep in mind. Is that that tag is short. So I want to make sure that my sewing goes through the tag in two places. I'll show you what I mean. Where are you, little tag? Here you are. So I want to make sure that my tag spans at least 2 of the holes so it stays in place. 3 would even be better. So if I put it in the absolute center, it'll have 3 holes in it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it in the absolute center, although not on that page. First in the absolute center, we'll make sure we have 3 holes in it so it really stays in place. I'm going to grab a clip. Oh, I'm using my other arm, girls. We went over there really. Gonna twist my back doing that. Better be careful. I'm almost too old to be twisting like that. I want to make sure that tag does not move. So I put that clip in there to make sure, because that really is critical that it stay in place. Some of these other big clippies and use them to hold the signatures in place while I'm sewing and finishing these holes. Okay, now, whoops, where's the front? That's the front, and we want to make sure we have these upright, meaning they're the way we want them to be, which they are. Yes, they are. Where's our pine cones? They're up front here. Yep, that'll work. Okay, now I want to punch holes. Now I already have these holes established here, so I can eyeball it. I'll be fine. I'm going to eyeball it, holding this up, putting this up against those holes evenly, so they're evenly spaced out. And I can see, it may be hard for you to see, but I can see my holes right here. I can see them all. So I'm going to use that, squish it up a little bit. Squish it up a little bit. And then I'm going to eyeball it and reestablish. I'm going to establish these holes. Now, what could be really nice, right? So I've just established the middle hole, and the middle hole is done in my cover. So if I kept this long awl there, nothing's going to move. It can't move because I have it thread through both the cover and through all of the pages. And let's just see if I can get this done with my needle, my darning needle. Otherwise, I have another awl I could pull out, but I just want to see if I can get this. Yeah, it will go through the paper. My darning needle is strong enough to go through. It's just that it's such a short handle. It's hard to manage that way. So I'm going to get, this has this nice big handle, which makes it easier to have some accuracy. There we go. That one's a little bit off, but we're going to make it work, girls. We're going to make it work. This one's really close to the edge. Concentrating. Focus. Gracie, focus. These are really close to the edge, but I really did want to have a 5-hole. I wanted to have 5 holes in my booklet. So hopefully this will all work out the way I'm thinking. Okay. Thread and needle. So this will be auctioned off. The way I do the auction is it will run today when we're done with this. Just when I'm done doing the live, I'll take a picture of the project or a little video, and I will post it in the VIP Craft Club at the top of the page to start the auction. And the auction will stay live through tomorrow morning when I wake up, which is usually around 6 a.m. I'll check it between 6 and 7 a.m. I'll check the listing, and whoever is, I'm going to go, do I want to go outside to in? No, we'll go inside to out. I'll check the listing. Whoever at that time is the highest bidder on this item will get it. And the person who's the highest bidder, they're not going to send the money to me. Oh, I can't see the whole, my eyeballs. My old eyes need some help. They're not going to send the money to me. They're going to send the money directly to Watts of Love. It's a Watts of Love donation that they're going to make. And then I'll make arrangements to send them the book because this is what they're going to win from their high bid. Right? How cool is that? It's just something fun I do every month to help get donations together for Watts of Love. I want to go back in here, back through here, and now we're going to go to the other side. Sometimes I like to be able to, when you don't have everything completely together, I like to be able to see the holes in here on the inside all at once. So I kind of separate the signature from the cover while I'm sewing like this, so I can see where both of them are. So I can get it through the book, but then I got to get it through the cover. So I kind of do end up separating them a little bit sometimes, just while I'm sewing them. Okay, I got to make sure everything gets tightened because you can see this is loose, and we don't want anything loose. We want it all nice and tight so it stays together real well. There we go. Waxed thread is a dream to work with. Stick your tongue out and concentrate. Who said that, Lynn? Oh, that's funny. My son does that. Well, Lennon used to do it. I don't know if he does it anymore, but when he was little, he used to do that. It was really just the cutest thing in the world. Kim, I'm working on the Watts of Love auction item for the month of September. Okay, I am going to take a minute before I tie this, and I'm really going to pull on these and make sure they're nice and tight both on the inside and the outside. And then I'm going to tie it in a knot, and then I like to put a little bow in the inside just because I think it's cute. Whoever gets it, if you don't want a bow, I've put a knot there. You can, a double knot actually. You can get rid of the bow if you don't like it. I happen to like the little bow. I think it's just really sweet on the inside. All right, now we're going to chalk some pages. It's a Chalkator program, the Watts of Love auctions, the Watts of Love donations, and the shout out prize that I do here every month. It's part of promoting and generating donations for the Watts of Love program. Okay, so the book is pretty much together, front, back. And when we open it, we have the front cover, and then we have all these great pages in here. So we're going to decorate some of this. It's a true junk journal. Let me get my bone folder. I want to really help this. Now, if I had more time making this book on my own, these pages want to puff up because these creases haven't really been established so well. So what I would do, and I probably will do this before this gets sent off to the person who bids on this and is the high bidder, I'll probably put this under something very heavy so that these pages don't pop up like that, you know, so that we don't have that happening. It's not the end of the world. It's just really nice when a book stays closed. We'll also probably put some kind of tie around it. But let's get our transfer out. And I do have to grab some paste as well. But let's see. I was thinking we could decorate these pages with these cute little transfers. Yes, I can see you, Lynn. I could see you the whole time. Yes, we can see you. All right. So, channel the flannel. Love at first bite. Keep calm and gobble on. Fall in love. That's really cute. Fall in love. Maybe that should be the front. I don't know. Did I cut all these already? Yes, I did. Oh, nope. No, I didn't. Just some of them. I do need to fuzz. So we're going to get our fuzzing cloth out and fuzz those. I'm going to get a squeegee, and then I'm going to find some paste. And I think I'm going to stick really simple here, folks. I might just use 1 or 2 colors of paste so that we don't have too much going on. And actually, let's use instead of that bigger one. Oh my gosh, the paste is right here. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's really far away. But I was planning on picking the colors before I went live, and then I forgot. I think I need some really neutral colors, and very light. So let me grab some colors that make sense for fall. And then depending on the pages, we'll pick the color that we want. So I have brown, just in case if there was a really bright page, then we'd want a dark color. But I have sage green, dune, and this one is camel. All very nice colors for fall. And I've already waxed this, but it's brand new, so we're gonna fuzz this a few times. You forgot to see the StreamYard thingy. We can see you just fine, Lynn. No worries, my darling. You're in good shape. Okay. So I'm going to put this right in the center. Fall in love. And what color should we do? I think dark brown to really make it stand out on that color paper. I'm thinking dark brown. I mean, you could do multiple colors, but I want to keep it really simple so that it's easy to see and as neutral as possible. I took way too much paste. Let's put some of that back. We don't need that much. Concentrating. I don't have my tongue stuck out though. perfection. Okay, we're going to just do this a couple of times in the book. We're going to add some little Chalk Couture embellishments or like little sentiments from Chalk Couture. But we got to dry that. We got to let that dry. So let me get my, I don't want a heating tool. I'm going to use my drying tool. Thanks. It looks good, right? Reminds me of apple pie. I'm going to hold it up closer. Just perfect, Lynn. I agree. You really want it to stand out. So while that's drying, let's just take a peek very carefully at the options we have here for other designs. And this, hold on, my desk is just not big enough. I got to make some more space. Let's get rid of a couple things here. Okay. I'm going to flip and just see, like I could put something on this page, facing page. I don't want to fill it up too much, but let's look around and see. We've got the pine cones here. Put something on that page. I think I'll put something here because this facing page is blank, and I'll do the same thing over here. So I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 more designs. Now let's test this. Feels dry to me. Let's do Channel the Flannel maybe on the inside here. Now, my kids are just coming home from school. They have an early dismissal today, so somebody's going to come in here and say hello, I'm sure. So I'm apologizing early for the little interruption. I'm sure we'll have a visitor here in a second. Now, this is regular paper. It has not been waxed, so we're going to really fuzz this well, and I'm not going to push really hard on the sticky part on the paper because I don't want it to rip that really fragile coffee stained paper. Hi, Gan Man.
Hi.
I'm live, but how was your day, buddy? Yeah.
Want to go on a walk once you're done?
Yeah, when I'm done. Well, I have to pick up groceries, but we'll see when the groceries are done.
Where do you put
Yeah.
debit card?
I'll get it for you. I'll get it when I'm ready.
Oh.
We're going to go lower right with this Channel the Flannel. I'm going to stick with the brown because I think it's going to show up really well, and then it'll be really cohesive. It'll show up nicely on this coffee stained paper. I did not push really hard on all the teal around the design because I don't want it sticking so strongly that it rips the paper. It's a little bit of a chance even, but I fuzzed it a whole bunch of times, you just saw. Channel the Flannel. That's a cute fall phrase, right? All right, let's do the drying. Oh, you guys are sweet to say hi to Gannon. You guys are so sweet. Thanks for that. Anybody here from YouTube? I'm broadcasting both YouTube and Facebook. So thank you to everybody who is here. Fall in Love, Channel the Flannel. Not bad. Okay, next up, we're going to go the facing right here. Let's put something on the opposite side. So this side, let's make sure for reals. Yeah, you really are dry. Let's do maybe just this leaf. Cozy Up is really cute too, but I do really like this leaf. Oh, Fuzzy Fuzz. We get a fuzz before we go in on our paper. Ta-da! That's so easy, right? And Janice is cute. Chalk Couture makes it so easy. Even in our paper crafting, it can add some really sweet embellishments. Kind of like stamps because you get to use them over and over again. So that's a little bit like using a stamp or like a traditional stencil. The difference is these are adhesive stencils. And of course the paste, if you use the paste on a I'm going to go straight. If you use the paste on a non-porous surface like a chalkboard or a mirror, it will wash off. So you could put these little fall phrases on the mirrors in your home, like each little restroom or by your front door, just a little phrase, Channel the Flannel or something like that. Wouldn't that be cute? On the glass front door, your storm door of your house, you could have a little phrase and it'll erase off come spring or winter when you're ready to take it off. Uh-oh, we have just a little paper tear right there. Right there. It'll come off the transfer with no problem. It's not a problem at all. And thankfully, we're going super rugged here anyway. The paper's super rugged, so you can't even see it. It didn't tear through the paper. It just took a layer off of the paper. Cute. Cuteness. We're erasing. Or drying, I should say. Not erasing, drying. What comments are from YouTube? I only see Facebook people here. I don't see any YouTube people. Oh, wait, Janice Williams is here from YouTube. Hey, Janice. I think Janice might be the only. Oh, no, Kimberly's here from YouTube. Hello, ladies. Thanks for being here from either angle. Happy to have you here. Dries pretty quick, right? Okay. So let's see, that was 3. We're going to do right here a 4th one. Let's do, I like the acorn. I also like the mushroom. Have I cut this one yet? Partially. I really like the squirrel. I like them all. I like the squirrel. I don't need that many. I'm not going to like over chalk this whole book. We're not going to get over chalky here, but they are all so cute. I'm going to fuzz the heck out of this because we do not want torn paper. And that is why when I'm putting this down, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm only pressing on this part. I'm not pressing on the big teal edges because I don't want it to grab onto my paper so strongly that it rips it. Hey, Missy. How are ya? Yes, Kimberly, I see you. She's here from YouTube. Lynn says my granddaughter might like to do that on the front door. Yes, and and then she can erase it when it's time to erase it and she's bored of it. She can erase it and put a different one down for Christmas or a new one for fall, like maybe for Halloween when Halloween comes up. And then you can go to Thanksgiving. I mean, there's just so much you can do. I like that I'm sticking with one color all throughout the whole book. I think it's going to keep it all very cohesive, even though there are so many pretty colors to pick from. We're keeping this one really neutral and very simple. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Oh, I really like that acorn. Look at all that detail. What are you guys up to today? What's everybody doing? Anybody creating? Okay, let's see. We did one right in the front, right? Maybe I'll do one right here on the back. Let's see. Keep calm and gobble on. Let's do the mushroom. I'm kind of sticking with the images. Whoa. Didn't realize I hadn't cut between these two yet. All right, we got to do the fuzzies. Fuzz that little mushroom. Kim says she's crafting today. Awesome. Debbie is sewing ghost cats and owls. Like, are they individual little projects, or is that on a blanket, or how are you doing all those things? Kimberly's doing a paper bag journal also. It's the day of the paper bag journal. And Lynn says, I was earlier, creating earlier, but now I'm trying to organize a bit. I'll go get Catherine after school in a few minutes. Awesome. Hey, Dana Graham. How are you, friend? Fall garden cleanup is what Janice has on her agenda. Good girl. We have, the leaves are coming. The leaves are coming. It has truly started with the leaves falling daily. So we will have our cleanup happening on the weekends, I'm sure by first week in October. I've been blowing leaves out of the garage and off the driveway just to keep that under control. But our whole yard will end up full of leaves. Oh my gosh, these are so darling. Isn't that cute? They're a really good size for that page too, because it still leaves a lot of room for somebody to do something on the page without it being just so plain, where it has a little bit of a decorative element to it. This one came together pretty darn fast, ladies. Yay. Well, I had done some of the pre-work, getting the covers ready and like pre-cutting the paper, picking out the paper ahead of time, just so you wouldn't have to sit and watch all that. All right, well, that's drying for a minute more. I'm going to grab a closure for this, and I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. First of all, is that dry? Yes, it is. Look at how cute that is. I think we're going to go real simple with the closure here, girls. Hold on. Grabbing some supplies. I think I want, like this would be good. Okay, before we close it up, let us do a flip through here so you can see exactly. I think I lost a needle, girls. I think I lost a needle. It's all right. I've got 4 more, so we're going to survive that problem. I'm just putting my dryer away so it doesn't crash, boom, bang on the floor. Okay, now let's do a flip through. This little book will be auctioned off starting today after this live. I'll auction off in the VIP Craft Club for Chalk Couture. That's my free group for Chalk Couture lovers. It'll be at the top of the page, and the proceeds, like whoever is the winning bidder, the winning bid amount will go toward Watts of Love. I do that every month. I do one project a month. And then I always do a shout out prize. And Susan McMichael won the August shout out prize for Watts of Love. So how cute. I love the stitching detail around this bag journal. And then let's do a little flip through so you can see how the pages look in their entirety. It's a true junk journal using stuff that I already had on hand. Nothing real fancy here. It's going to give you plenty of room to play and create, whether you make it a sticker book, a glue book, a written journal, a travel journal, your grocery list book, to-do book. You could use it to put your fall photos in, your visits at the pumpkin patch with the kids or the grandkids. Plenty of pages in it, but not too overwhelming. What's this? Okay, little mark on there. Little thread. Okay, there's the book in its entirety, and then we're just going to simply wrap it with jute. Let me check comments here. No, Janet, it won't get fixed for quite a while, I don't think. I hope I don't step on what? Uh-oh, what am I going to step on? What am I going to say? Oh, the tapestry needle. It's a tapestry needle, so it's rather big. I have swept the floor probably 5 times since I have misplaced it. So I don't know where it went. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I'm going to go a little more. No, maybe not 3. Yeah, maybe we do want a whole 3. Let's go like this. I'm going to get this worked out just right. I don't need that much of a tail, so we're going to pull it this way. And then we're going to go around one more time. Come on, don't roll on the floor on me. That's about what happened to me. Jute rope is perfect for this, right? It's just like a perfect little fall embellishment. Now we can't squeeze too hard. It's a paper bag journal, so we can't like super tie this together, but we can tie it together. With some jute. It looks like a little present. A little old-fashioned packaged present. And maybe there's just a little bit too much rope on that one side. There we go. There. This will be our Watts of Love auction item. It will be in the VIP Craft Club in the next, I'd say 20 minutes. I'll get this posted. It's up for auction. So you can bid on that between now and when I wake up tomorrow morning, when I'll choose the highest bidder will win the item and make a donation to Watts of Love. So together we're helping people all around the world who end up with no lights, no electricity, either from storms or just from the type of village that they live in. Yay! We did it, girls. We did it. It's so cute. Thanks, girls. Janice is adorable. Stephanie says loves it so much. Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, whether you're here from YouTube or from Facebook. And if you're catching the replay, please let me know. Hit that share button, subscribe to the channel, or follow and like. All those things really do help us a lot to just stay active and to meet more people. So I appreciate all of you for doing that. All right, I'm going to go check in with Gannon. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Thanks for being here.